What's up, YouTube? I'm finally back and I have my good friend, colleague, Vanneza, the lovely owner of Your Exquisite Entertainment. So today we're gonna be doing a really fun challenge. We're gonna see if we can do our full belly dance glam in 30 minutes. I'm gonna time it. So normally this takes, what, like an hour or longer?
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna be rushing here, okay?
We're gonna pretend today we got called at the last minute and we have only 30 minutes to get ready and get to that gig.
Exactly, which actually can happen, guys. It can happen. So if you like this video, hit that subscribe button, give us some likes, give us some love, and let's just jump right into it. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna put the timer on now. So I'll have my stopwatch going. 30 minutes.
Go.
Ugh. So what's the fastest you've ever gotten ready for a gig?
Probably 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
Yeah. I can do it. And I'm gonna do my hair too. I have my
Shit.
flat iron. I'm starting, girl.
She's ready. I kind of cheated. I straightened my hair yesterday. Okay, so do you start with your face, or what do you normally start with?
Primer. So I use, it's called the Lip Bar. I found them at Target. It's like this vegan brand.
You use all vegan, right?
I try to. Yeah, I think the only thing left that I'm using is probably Makeup Forever.
Ah, Makeup Forever is so good.
I know.
They're not vegan yet?
I don't know. You should know, girl.
Yeah, I know. I need to know. Tell us in the comments. Okay, now I'm like rushing. I'm like, don't mess up the brow. I always start with my brows, and I'm using the Anastasia Dip Brow, which honestly, guys, it's so good. Way better than the freaking pencil. I feel like the pencil just runs out so quick.
Okay, so we're going in different orders.
Yeah.
For
me.
But do you use foundation?
I'm going to.
Okay.
I do my foundation last.
Okay. Well, I'm doing my foundation first.
We're going.
And I think I went a little ham. I did a little too much.
Maybe.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, but there have been times where I've skipped like the hair part. Like my hair is like dirty from like the beach or the pool, and I just style over it because I don't have the time. Nobody's gonna know.
Yeah, right? They just see the costume and they're like, you're good, you're fabulous.
Like, what was it, 4th of July? I was in the pool and I just didn't have the time to wash my hair and do it again, so I went to my gig with dried ass full hair.
But it worked out.
It worked.
See, I have too much hair issues that like if I go to the pool, it's gonna look like I'm gonna look like the Loch Ness like monster coming out of there.
I'm doing my basic B look today. This is my 30-minute look.
So, as you guys know, we are both in Your Exquisite. She is the founder of Your Exquisite Entertainment. I'm gonna drop it, our IG handle right down below. So tell us about like, well, if you can, like how you started kind of getting into the gigging scene. Like how did like Your Exquisite get born?
So funny enough, a friend of mine, he was like my first drummer. He shared a picture that popped up in his profile today of 12 years ago, and it's just like it reminds you like where you started. And because of him, he introduced me to like Sirocco and Sawa. Like he's in the Middle Eastern community, so he helped me get connected.
That's awesome.
And I took it from there. You know, I was dancing every weekend, every day, and I wanted to be in more places, but couldn't be everywhere at the same time. So I started reaching out to other performers that I saw that were gigging or interested in gigging and professional, and I just started working with them. Just like they would help me fill in days and spots that I needed coverage in so I could be somewhere else.
That's awesome. So it kind of started like not with the idea that it was going to become what it became now, but it just happened.
No, just like a collaborative, like help me out, you know, like you can gig with me at these venues, I'll take these days, and you know, just to schedule it so we can have variety. I mean, I get bored if I was dancing in the same place like just over and over and
That's
over
true,
again.
yeah.
So it's really nice to be able to change it up.
That's awesome. Because one thing I will say, like, guys, I know you've seen my videos about, like, you know, things we don't talk about in belly dance, but it can be very hard to find, like, venues that, you know, pay you always on time, that, like, treat you with respect, that have you there on time. And that's something for me why I love working with Your Exquisite, is because, you know, every venue, my show's starting exactly on time. Obviously, we get paid exactly the same day, no matter what, every week. And it's honestly really hard sometimes to find that, you know? Like, you can find it, but it takes time. So it's what's so awesome I love about the company. It's that, you know, you get treated with respect, you have like a place that you know you're gonna go, and your gig is for sure. So there's a lot of behind the scenes to being a belly dancer that not everybody sees.
Yeah. But it's been good. I mean, I've been blessed to have met really incredible artists and dancers, and then those dancers connect me with other dancers. So it's been really nice. Very I felt very much in community. That's which awesome. Was something that I didn't really feel before. You know, as a gigging dancer way back when, you weren't really seen the same or welcomed the same by the dance community per se. As now, because it's different. You know, I guess, you know, you have the people that see it as an art form and don't really think that you should be gigging and making money off of it, but.
So that was kind of like your struggle when you were starting out, that a lot of people were kind of judging you in that way.
Totally. Oh, I was getting judged. But whatever, I mean.
No, but that's interesting, because sometimes it's like, of course it's great to be like a touring artist, but not everybody has those opportunities, and there's also people who want to dance
for sure
for a living, you know, and gigging is a way to do that.
Yeah. And the experience you get gigging, you'll never get it on a stage at a competition. Like, if you're looking to be a well-rounded performer, that means performing in front of an audience that you need to please, not that you're feeling this song or this choreography that you prepared, and it's just different. It's really different. It's a service job. It's like being in the service industry. You're catering to the public.
That's true. It is completely different, because like from what I've learned is that like the show, like obviously you're the main part of the show, but like you need to entertain the people. Like you can't just dance to a song that only like you like.
Yeah.
When do you feel like it started kind of changing for you, like without, like people started having more respect for what you do, like community wise, like as the years went on?
Yeah, it took some time. It did take some time. You know, there was, at the beginning, there was probably a couple venues where I
trying to make it work.
No, I didn't have a company per se going, and I just had to give up certain days. And other studios came in, other entertainment came in. But at the end of the day, that only lasted for so long before the owners were asking for me to return and to, you know, put something organized together for them. So I think when other entertainment companies or studios stepped in, then it started to change, because then they were in the game too, and you can't really throw stones at a class.
No, exactly.
Now you're in it too.
Yeah, exactly. Like
it did change, but it wasn't really seen as like the it thing to do at the beginning.
I feel like you've definitely like have helped that, because like, you know, it's funny now, like as I'm coming in later, because I've been gigging, I'll say consistently since 2019. I did some before, but it wasn't as consistent, and like now online with social media, I feel like gigging is such like a thing people want to do.
Yeah, I mean, not just because you're out there basically practicing your craft, because every night is a practice. You're out there doing either all over again or doing something new, but you're also getting out there. How many people film you when you're at a restaurant?
That's true.
You're getting out there, and you're getting like exposure for yourself and content for yourself, you know?
It's true.
The busier you are, the more relevant you are. So
it's true. Things are changing a lot. But that's awesome that you were able to like, you know, like pave the way for the company to be what it is today. And, you know, and it's growing to even more.
Yeah, I'm really happy about that. But I will say that as much as I paved the way, the company wouldn't have gotten to where it is today without the collaboration of its team members and the reputation that the performers actually have on their own, not because of me, but because what they came with and what they bring to the table.
Yeah, that's true. And I think it's awesome too, just like artists supporting artists, because sometimes that doesn't really happen, but it's a beautiful thing when it happens. It's like something really special definitely comes out of it.
For sure.
I think you're doing better than me right now.
I'm telling you.
I got 30.
I have 20,000 things to do a day, and I do not want to spend too much time doing this.
Yeah, because we're at 13 minutes. I just put on my primer and my moisturizer. Now I'm getting my foundation. I'm using the same brush for like everything. Doing my all hours foundation. Like I really need this in my color. This is just like a little bit too pale for me. But this foundation's expensive, so I make it work.
Which one is that one?
The all hours. It's definitely not vegan though.
Okay.
Definitely not, but it's
that looks really white, girl.
It's really good. Really? I got it when I was working at Sephora. They give you gratis, so sometimes they just pick the shades for you when you're not there, and they'll put it in your gratis bin. So it's very light, but if I put a lot of bronzer, like it works. I mean, I'm pretty pale, but it's very pale. Like, what advice would you give dancers nowadays that are getting into it and kind of coming? You know, it's different because it's like now there's social media element to it too.
Yeah. Do your research.
That's a good one.
Do your research. Like if you want to be independent and just go get your own gigs, you have to do your research. You got to be careful. You're not stepping in someone else's venue, or you need to also know what is the going rate in your area also, so that you don't unknowingly undercut. You okay there, girl?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, shit. She's I think she's gonna win this. No, honestly, that's a really good topic, because I see people talking about it a lot, and then obviously like we face that a lot, is that a lot of people tend to undercut with belly dancing, because obviously they want to work, and this is true, but also too it brings down like the value of the dance community. And I will, you know, everybody has to start somewhere, but I think there should be like a fair range. Like, I mean, if you're starting out and you're charging, I don't know, a certain rate, I mean, you're putting like that price, that value on like what you can do. And I feel like you've been in, there's an emergency, I'm sorry. I live in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, in the heart of Fort Lauderdale. There's always an ambulance. What was I saying? We're good now. We're Gucci.
What was I saying? Shit, I lost my train of thought.
Don't undercut.
the undercutting thing. You know, when you start out, obviously you're not going to charge what somebody who's been in the industry for 10 plus years, you know. There's obviously going to be a difference. There's novices, and people, when they start out, they have certain prices, and then it goes up from there. I think that's the hardest thing that we face, because it's like,
I agree.
You don't want to bring it down, because you also started from the beginning too. And I will say my prices have changed from when I started till now.
Of course.
That's obvious. But just keeping that in mind, that you don't really go that low.
Yeah, I feel like something I learned too, because when I was training under my mentor, who's also in this company, Valerie Molinari, she kind of like basically taught me that, you know, when you're gigging, you need to be at that level to be able to charge like a good price. Like if you feel like you kind of can't charge what other people are charging, or you want to charge so much below, like a substantial amount below, maybe you're not ready yet. Maybe it's going to take a little more time where you feel like you have the talent to kind of, you know, charge a similar price. Guys, real quick, I know this is super random, but look at this amazing bookshelf she has. It's so cool. It's a mandala. I just think it's really cool. Like, you got to hit the like button for that background.
My cousin made it from scratch.
That's really badass. Honestly, it's so cool.
Where are you at, girl?
I'm getting there.
Okay, we're catching up.
Shit, we got 10 minutes.
I think that's good. We're good on time. So aside from being a belly dancer and makeup guru, Sam is also like on point with social media and marketing. She actually handles your Exquisite marketing and social media, and ever since she has been, it's been going really good. Like we're almost at 10K followers.
So guys, follow.
Yes,
you're gonna love it.
Okay. Definitely look much different than when I started.
Oh yeah, it's getting better.
Looking like a tomboy.
Okay, so could I get your eyelashes real quick? Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
This is a really good one, guys. The Kiss eyelash. It's amazing. My eyes are super sensitive, but this is the one, like drugstore wise, like use.
You know what I noticed? I tried lately. I always put my eyelash glue on the eyelash and then glue.
That's what I do too.
And I always feel like, especially with fire, I get hot. It gets hot and I get sweaty and I feel it unstick here.
Wow.
But I notice if I put the glue directly on my eye and then glue, it sticks so much better.
Oh, you put it directly on your eye.
I've been doing that and the corners stay down.
Oh, that's good. Because I feel like the corners, that's the little trouble spot right there. Especially for me, like the inner corner of my eye.
Yep.
So yeah, guys, that's another thing. If you didn't know, Vanneza, she's the fire queen. She eats fire, eats, sleeps, everything fire. She's really, really good. She's absolutely amazing. I'm going to drop her Instagram down below. I don't got the balls for that.
But you are going to get the balls for that.
She thinks one day. So like, how did you change to wanting to dance with fire from like regular belly dance? It obviously is regular belly dance, but using that
element. Yeah, I actually saw another performer eating fire and I was just like, oh, I gotta learn how to do this. But I never got the opportunity to learn with her, so I learned elsewhere. I kind of taught myself from YouTube. With YouTube. Yeah, there weren't really instructors back then offering courses or anything with fire.
Wow, so you really just kind of taught yourself?
I taught myself. I burned myself.
Shit.
I made all my mistakes.
What was the worst burn?
The worst burn was, I would say it was probably like the 5th or 6th time I performed in public. And I gigged at this Turkish place in Miami Beach. And there was a stage, so it was perfect. I was away from the people. But this one dude, I guess, wanted to tip me. And he came up and he got way too close.
Oh, what an idiot.
And, you know, fire goes up, so you're like this. And really, you're just looking like peripheral vision. And he freaked me out. And instead of exhaling, I went... And the fire went,
oh my God,
in my throat.
Oh my God.
I lost my voice for like almost 2 weeks.
What
is scary?
Did you go to the doctor?
Nah.
She's like YOLO. I live the badass life.
No, I didn't go to the doctor.
Oh my God. I would have went straight to the emergency room.
No, I didn't. Because it kind of progressed over as the days went by. Like I didn't lose my voice right away. It started over a couple of days. and my voice was a little raspy. And also, you know how like when you burn like inside your mouth, like the pieces of skin come fall. I was starting to like taste that.
Oh my
So
God.
definitely I burned like a good layer.
But what an idiot. He was gonna tip you when you were eating it?
That's the thing too, is that people,
so stupid.
they don't know. They don't respect that you're working with like an element. And yeah, that was like the most severe.
But that's
First
a
experience.
pretty good track record though for Dancing with Fire so long and just only having like.
Yeah, I mean, I will say there are gigs where they want you to perform outside and it gets windy, and there'll be moments where you're like playing with the fire and also like playing with the wind, like where's the wind blowing, and then there are moments where the wind will brush the fire on the corners of your mouth.
Oh my gosh.
But it's nothing like
No,
blister or anything.
Yeah.
You feel the heat, and it's just irritating for an hour or so.
So you would definitely give the advice to people that if you want to learn with have like a teacher kind of.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, like my experience is life experience. Like I learned from getting hurt and from getting burned and what to do and what not to do. I mean, I took safety courses, but there is no safety course out there for fire eating, It's just like how to extinguish fire, how to handle fire. I mean, now there are more resources than before, but that was my learning experience. But that's how bad I wanted to learn it, that I took that risk.
No, and she's amazing. Like, she doesn't just hold the fire and kind of dance around. Like, she moves, she manipulates it. Like, it's in timing with the music. Like, it's really, really good. It's very impressive. Like, you're like, wow.
Thank you.
Yes, it's really good.
That's just experience, And I feel like if you practice enough, you respect the fire and you become more comfortable with handling it, anybody can get there. I think what obviously holds everyone back is fear.
Yeah.
It's a fear-based thing.
Okay, guys, we did it. Vanneza definitely won because she did her hair. But did you guys enjoy it? Did you guys learn a little bit? Let us know. Comment down below if you want to see another video with Vanneza coming to you soon, and hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for your love and support on my channel, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.